The last day of summer, it looks like, and weather's going to be great today, but I think Saturday we're going to have more like fall-like weather.
It's going to be a little bit more like a fall day Saturday, but that's all right, and that's when this event is going to take place actually on Veterans Day, right?
That is correct. It's going to take place on First Street between Parker and Church on November 11th, this Saturday. And it's a historic event because we have never in Cleveland shut down a street for a Veterans Day celebration, much less a beer festival, a craft beer festival.
And that's where foam comes from. You know, foam of the brave is the foam, the top of a beer head.
That is correct.
It is kind of where this idea comes from. And so this is a Cleveland Veterans Day celebration and beer festival, as Micah just mentioned there. So First Street in the Cleveland area, it's going to be near Mash and Hops, the Press, and Indigo Cafe, kind of in that area, right?
Right beside the police station.
Right beside, well, it's a good safe place to be, right?
We're going to start out safe this first year.
That's congratulations on that. Well, tell me a little bit about how this idea come to fruition. Foam of the Brave. Tell me about this a little bit.
So a year ago, I was talking with my boss at my real job, Greta Vaughn. We were talking about how can we help celebrate veterans and do some sort of fundraiser. And so I came across an organization called Tee It Up for the Troops, who they do golf tournaments nationwide.
Yes.
And they've raised over $15 million for veteran organizations over the last 5 or 6 years. Under that Tee of the Troops is a program that they're just starting out called Foam of the Brave. And this is a new project for them, and we're kind of the test bed for that. They've done it in a couple other cities, not quite as large and as grand scale as we're doing it. So we're kind of setting the tone for Foam of the Brave nationwide here in Cleveland. So bottom line is, though, we are, it's a fundraiser, and 50% of what we raise on Saturday will go to the local chapter here in Bradley County for the disabled American veterans.
Mike, I'm going to ask you, why is the veteran so important and something special to you?
Well, first of all, I am a retired Army guy.
Okay.
I did 23 years in the military.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, sir. And also, you know, Tennessee is known as the volunteer state.
Right.
In the War of 1812, we were coined the volunteer state because the president wanted 2,000 volunteers, and Tennessee had 20,000 volunteers. So that's where volunteer state comes from. There's also a rich number of craft beer breweries here in Tennessee.
Right.
And so we want to kind of bring the community together with this whole concept and celebrate our veterans and our freedom and the freedom of choice that we have.
You know, Micah, it is one of the things that we forget about that sometimes, and then Veterans Day rolls around, and then we all seem to roll out the red carpet for veterans and do things. A lot of businesses will have a free offer, this, that, and the other. But the thing that happens after that day comes and goes, the need for veterans, some things that they need is still there. So an event like this, it's a great way to gather people for one day, raise some funds, but then that just kind of helps throughout the year with spreading of those funds to veterans that need that to heal, transition, grow, and thrive, as your flyer says here. So that's kind of what the most important thing is it's fun for one day for us to do what we're doing, especially on an event like this, but it goes throughout the rest of the year. It kind of helps these military folks get through some things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. And our local DAV chapter is very, very active. They're constantly building ramps for handicapped veterans and taking them to hospital appointments and filling out disability paperwork. So the DAV here is very active, and we want to make sure that they can take care of their people.
It looks like on this flyer that I have a couple different versions of the flyer that there's quite a bit of things going on there. It looks like a lot of music, a lot of sponsorships there. It looks like there's going to be lots of I guess, custom type brews of beer there. That looks like that's going to be really cool, and we definitely need people to get involved with this and come on out. So anyone can come. It's not just for veterans, is that right?
That's correct. Anyone can come. However, the beer tasting event, it requires you to buy a ticket.
Okay.
And the best way to do that is to buy it soon online at foam.festonfirst.com.
Okay. And I think Austin had that up on Mixed TV there a while ago, the flyer with some of that information on there. And so if you're someone that maybe is at work and you're listening on the radio or maybe whatever, he's got the flyer up there again for us. You definitely can go back and check that out on mixedtv.tv. Share the story, the post that we're going to be putting up soon, and be able to get this message out. Again, you're hoping this is an annual event.
That's the goal.
That's the goal. This
Absolutely.
is the first one, but we're hoping we can talk about this for many, many years to come.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure, like everything else, it'll continue to grow and just kind of get its own life at some point. That's what these events usually do. What are you most excited about for the event? Is it just the camaraderie where you're hoping that lots of veterans come out, or is it just getting the community together to raise funds for the vets? What is kind of your enthusiasm about this?
My biggest enthusiasm is the fact that we've never done anything like this in Cleveland. So anything that can go wrong probably will.
That's kind of fun. That's part of it, right?
Right. No, so far it's been pretty seamless. I can't thank the people that have helped me build this. Jan Grape, Josh Good, the list just goes on and on and on. This has been a lot of coordination, but it's coming together, and we're looking forward to it.
Again, we're talking about an event. It's going to be the first of what we're hoping of many, many years to come. Foam of the Brave, a Cleveland Veterans Day celebration and beer festival going on in downtown Cleveland, 1st Street, near Mash and Hops, the Press, and Indigo Cafe. It's going to be from 1 to 5, and all net proceeds will go towards supporting veterans who serve to heal, transition, grow, and thrive. Lots and lots of sponsors are helping make this possible, and we need to get some tickets out there. Again, for information and tickets, go to foam.festonfirst.com. Again, foam.festonfirst.com.
That's correct.
That is where you'll get everything there. And again, we've got the information up on mixedtv.tv, and we're looking forward to hopefully people viewing that and getting that information out. You're going to join us for an afternoon of craft beer sampling, entertainment, and fellowship. Now, I'm seeing on the flyer here, it says featuring Convertible. Are they going to be there performing?
Convertible will be performing.
Wow.
They have demanded the stage, and on top of Convertible, there will be 3 other artists there, and then probably some special guests that we're not announcing at this moment.
So you just got to come be a part of it.
You got to come and be a part of it. And if you're scared of craft beer, if that weirds you out too much, Ross Tarver is bringing some domestic brews that are familiar to our palate.
Okay, so we're going to have that going on as well. Of course, Ross, a big supporter of this community and veterans on a continuous basis as well. Well, Micah, we definitely appreciate you bringing this to our attention. It's the first annual, is what they're calling it, Foam of the Brave, a Cleveland Veterans Day celebration on this Saturday, November the 11th, 1 to 5. And again, all net proceeds from the tickets, as you will sample those craft beers and other things like that, will help support veterans who serve to heal, transition, grow, and thrive. We hope that you will be a part of this and just come downtown Cleveland. I'm sure they'll find you. They'll hear the music. They'll see the roar of the crowd. They'll see the camaraderie, everybody being there, and they'll make sure they discover where you guys are at. So again, we're going to give the website for people to buy those tickets, because you need those tickets.
You need those tickets, and I would encourage you to get them now because they're going quick.
Okay, well, that's good. Foam.festonfirst.com. Foam.festonfirst.com. And again, that information will be on this mixedtv.tv interview that we did. Well, Micah, thanks so much for coming by and getting us called up with this.
Thanks, Dwayne. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
your time.
No problem at all. We're going to get you to the music right now. Mix 104.1, WCLE, little Dua Lipa.